Innocent dogs forced to rip each other to shreds, all for someone's sick form of entertainment and all for somebody else's profit. Investigators in Lee County are working every week to track down tips into the underground world of dog fighting. In a special report, 4 1/4's Christy Diamond is bringing you an inside look at the cruel reality behind dog fighting here in Southwest Florida and what investigators are now doing to try to stop this.
The problem is so bad that just within the last 6 weeks, Animal Services has seized nearly 40 dogs either being bred or used for dog fighting here in Southwest Florida. But even though it's illegal, it's nearly impossible to track down the criminals involved.
Canine's tied to a tree on a heavy chain. There's obvious signs of scarring on its face.
Thick, heavy chains. Confine these dogs to different trees, fences, even a trailer.
They separate the canines from each other because they're animal aggressive, so they can't be housed nearby.
These scarred faces.
I have one with fresh swelling on its face.
Are the faces of dog fighting.
Extremely fresh.
In the heart of Southwest Florida.
These dogs have no life. They have a life literally of being used just to tear each other to pieces.
Lieutenant Tony Backhurst shows me pictures of Lee County dogs, all torn to pieces, all for profit.
Those dogs will fight till one of them's dead. They can end in minutes or they can go for hours.
This trailer was likely the scene of one fight, with dried blood on the carpet and chairs set up along the walls. But the underground nature of these fights makes it nearly impossible to catch the criminals involved.
Because of the nature of them setting up so quick and getting out of there so quick, the likelihood of finding a fight actually going on as it happens is very, very unlikely. You're not going to see that.
Instead,
we got some information that these individuals are involved in dog fighting.
Officers work to track down the operation, even when a fight isn't happening. I rode along during one of those missions when officers discovered these dogs, almost all of them with scars.
Look at his legs, scars on his legs.
Or swelling.
Oh yeah, that's fresh swelling.
Are all these wounds pretty indicative of fighting?
Yes. Plus we're seeing a litter of puppies, so that leads us to believe that they're fighting them, they're either fighting them or training them, and as well as breeding them.
These missions are considered dangerous, and since animal control officers are unarmed, they say it's crucial to have law enforcement on scene.
Guns are a big part of it. Gang members are usually a big part of this, so, it's absolutely essential.
From this house alone, officers removed 10 dogs, likely just a fraction of all the dogs currently being bred and raised for fighting in Southwest Florida.
How do we get on top of this here in Lee County in Southwest Florida?
Call us. Let us know when you see something that doesn't seem right. If you see a whole bunch of people in an area and you can hear dogs, and these things are not quiet.
Backhurst says be aware if you hear sounds of a dog in pain or if you hear loud cheering going on, just like a sporting event, though he says there's nothing sport-like to any of this.
You're putting two animals into a position where they're fighting for their life, and you're doing it for your pleasure, your entertainment, and you're doing it to make money, and it's absolutely disgusting.
The investigation into the case I rode along for is still ongoing. In a case like this, the owner of the dogs could face misdemeanor cruelty charges, punishable by up to $5,000 in fines or 1 year in jail. If you have any information on something you've seen or heard in your neighborhood that might help investigators crack these cases, you're encouraged to call Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-800-780-TIPS. Reporting in the studio, Christy Diamond, Fox 4 in your corner.